Hi, in this episode we're going to be reviewing the Pyle PDWM96 Professional Lavaliere wireless microphone system. As you can see, you're hearing right now the actual system, which is a complete waste of money, almost a complete waste of money. And as you can see, why did I order two of these things? I'm gonna tell you why in a few minutes. So let me start briefly with the components here. This is the transmitter, as you can see all over YouTube, same exact thing. And this is the receiver, right? So a lot of people don't like this big plug that this unit comes with. As a matter of fact, let's do a little unboxing here, the way this unit deserves. Done. Comes with a manual, this, and this stuff right there. So there you go, unboxed. So this unit comes with this big plug right here, right? Which is very simple. You just order from China, which is only $2.70. Big TS converted to a small 3.5 millimeter jack. Especially if you guys use small recorders like this, such as the Tascam DR22WL. It's a very nice little recorder. Keep in mind, if you make this adaptation over here, for example, this recorder can actually record in mono and stereo. I can't show you right now because I gotta stop the recording, but if you set it to mono, it's gonna record the other mono, so nothing will register on a record, at least on this one here. I didn't test with my other Zooms or Tascams. So you actually have to select this in stereo, and you're still recording mono. There's only one channel here, see? You're still recording, let me focus here. You're still recording like in mono, see that? But you have to leave it as stereo. So another thing that you have to be careful, see, you have to watch how loud you speak, okay? Even though I did the absolute best settings on this particular unit, how to properly record your transmitter, because it comes from the factory, I believe it's about a couple revolutions with the gain knob down. For example, this is the maximum. So I have to do that, I gotta actually lower my voice. What I have to do, as far as your finger can slide that way, so one turn, two turns. That should sound like this. Right now I am hitting about a little bit less than minus 6 dBs on my recorder. So as you can see, there's a lot of hiss, a lot of noise on the system. Now this is gonna get interesting. Since I have two of these systems, right? So I decided to experiment what would happen if I turn on two transmitters at the same time, because usually on ultra high frequency, for example, the Sony UWP D16 is a UHF system. You cannot turn on two transmitters into one single receiver unless your receiver has the ability to tune two transmitters. It's impossible. Now this thing over here, you can actually turn them on both, and there's no problem. The receiver is gonna read both, no interference, they just work. Maybe, I guess that's the way FM frequency works, which is kind of cool. And nobody likes this plug here, so the only way to record, if you're planning to record on the, pretty much anything, unless you want to connect this to a mixer, perfect, because the mixer has the the big TS plugs, right? And then you're good. Now if you're using little recorders like this, such as the Tascam DR22WL, the Zoom H1, Zoom H4, whatever, you got the 3.5 millimeter microphone input, right? You can't unless you order this cable right here, which I got it from China, about less than $3. See, I just clipped. You gotta watch your tone. You gotta keep it like flat. Whatever volume that you want to speak into this, that's the way these things are. So again, the settings that I have here is that you gotta go to the maximum. I would recommend every time you pick this up, go to the maximum volume, and then as far as your fingers can slide, you just slide that twice. That should give you, I'm speaking normal, just don't look down close to the microphone like this because it will clip as well. Okay, so there is a little hole here that you can actually hook up a little screwdriver and fine-tune the unit, but this was perfectly fine-tuned. I do not recommend you to open this because the first one that I opened, I messed the whole thing up, but this is so crappy that once I put this apart, something like broke inside, and then there you go, I got a dead system. So I do not recommend. I have experience with servicing electronics. Don't open this unit. The screwdriver will fit right here in this hole. Hopefully it will focus, because the camera is sending to focus on my face. So now I'm gonna tell you guys why didn't I buy just one, but actually two systems. And I hate them. They absolutely suck. The first time that I got this, I tested it, hated it, and I still bought another one. Why? Because this little gem that came inside the unit, the lapel microphone, is actually excellent. A little AA battery, which comes fully charged, a test, and also a fully charged 9-volt battery, whatever brand this is, but it actually works pretty good. From my other box, I tested this on my alarm clock upstairs. Yeah, so it's cool. So it's up to you to throw this away if you don't want, or you can use this for other things. But still, I mean, I can't stand the noise, the hissing noise this thing generates. So this actually sounds amazing. So discounting this pieces here that comes with the unit, which is this, right? The lavalier and the two batteries, all for $11. Discounting everything, it's like I bought this for like, I don't know, $7. Does that sound fair? Or $6, because I'm discounting these two items. I'm excluding them out of the box. So what kind of lavalier can you buy that sounds great for like $7 or even 5 or 6 or 4, right? So that's why I bought two. I would actually recommend you to also buy this if you're looking for a cheap lavalier microphone such as this. I'm gonna show you guys right now how this sounds out of the system, because anything you plug into this box here, it doesn't matter if it is a Countryman $400 lavalier microphone, it's gonna sound like that, and it's freaking horrible. It was gonna distort. Just don't bother with this, okay? However, if you do want to use this for your iPhone, for example, you can, but you will need a little iPhone interface. I have the Tascam IZX. It's a mic and guitar interface. I'm gonna leave a link for everything on the description here. So now let's hear the sound of this. Probably gonna lose me a little bit. I also have to set up my recording levels over there. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2. So this was the microphone that came with the system. I mean, what do you guys think of the high frequency, the mid-range? Everything sounds pretty good. Again, it's technically a $7 microphone. So what I'm using on my Pyle here, I have a $2 Neewer brand. It's called Neewer, Neewer, that I bought from eBay. This actually is excellent lavalier mic that I got for $1.70 something. Yes, less than $2. It is quite good. The only thing I don't like about it is because the cable is as sensitive as this one, as you can see the wire noise test. You know, a microphone that comes with an expensive Sony doesn't do that, so you can touch it all over the place. It's quiet, especially. You know, so this is something they gotta look for when you purchase a lavalier. But for like $7 and $2 for this, I'm gonna plug this in right here and also show you how this sounds like on the same exact recorder. This is very sensitive. Hold on, I gotta turn this down. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 4. Check, check, mic check. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. You are listening to a $2 lavalier microphone. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. But you hear this in the background. It's like you hear this? What? This is because the wire is very thin. So on this particular recorder, it makes this a static noise. It's coming from the wire. I think the wire doesn't like one of the components inside the recorder. I don't know if it's probably the Wi-Fi built in. This doesn't happen on my Tascam DR100 Mark III. You know, I don't have that static interference. But the microphone for $2, I mean, dude, it's like $2 for this microphone. Test 1 2, testing 1 2 3. The high frequency is very nice. The mid range is nice, and just the right amount of bass for the voice. $1.70 something. I'm gonna plug the other one back. Okay, so I'm speaking the same exact way. Testing 1 2 3. Gain up the volume a little bit here. Testing 1 2 3. There you go. This is the microphone that came with the Pyle Pyle PDWM96. So there you go. Buy this and get yourself, I mean, buy this just because the microphone, because it is excellent for this price. If you want to go record a wedding, there's readers on a church and on the pulpit on a church. You just set up one of those guys there, right? Put this lavalier on a gooseneck mic that the church has. There you go. You know, plug the thing right there. You gotta add a little gaffer tape, right? There you go. And then you can actually grab on the existing microphone. They have the little the windscreen, right? So it's gonna be attached to the little mic like that. So this is actually excellent for a very fast run and gun wedding audio recording from the pulpit on a church. You know, people read the for the readers. I use this for a bunch of applications, and so there you go. So this is the end of my review, and hopefully you guys got something useful out of this thing, because the system itself absolutely sucks. It's a joke. But the microphone, there you go. Buy this, $11 at B&H. They're selling for $11 at the making of this video. So I would buy this just because of the microphone. I have 2 of them, because 2 boxes equals 2 lavaliers that I got for $22. 2 awesome little mics that I can actually attach to my recorder and grab something quick, like a reader from the church or whatever. So if you guys like the videos, please like and subscribe. Also check out my other reviews. This is a new channel, and I'm gonna be making a lot more reviews, and I've been seeing a lot of good results, and I really appreciate this. So if you like, please thumbs up and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.